My name is Claudia. I'm a psychologist. I am from Colombia. And since I got to Australia 6 years ago, I noticed how many things are thrown in the bin, things that people in my country would be happy to have. I started gathering those things and taking them to Colombia, but that's not very effective. I go only every 3 years or so. So in 6 years, I haven't used any post services, and I don't think many Colombians do because it's very expensive. I think we all know that. So we have a group in Facebook, and sometimes we can find people there that can take things for us, sometimes for a small price, or sometimes do it for free. So my idea is to create a platform to connect travelers that are going all over the world.
What was that name?
Rent your back.
Rent your back. Awesome.
Hello, my name is Gerald Chia. I'm an industrial design student currently studying in QUT, and all of us are busy people. We have to balance our work life, social life, and sleep. Most importantly, we have to cook. Cooking is time consuming, especially when you want to eat healthy, good meals. The idea I have is essentially a vending machine that prepares different types of salads that you can customize. It saves a lot of time as you don't have to cook, and saves money as labor cost is reduced. Who should hop on are people that wants to design the process of ordering to make it as efficient as possible, and someone to market the idea, and also someone to help me with making the app. And the project is called Feed Me. Yep, that is all.
Hi guys, I'm Lachlan Spedding. I've been in property development for about five years, and I did property acquisition, so I found property to get developed. For 5 years, I couldn't justify my job getting paid $40,000 because it was so inefficient. Opportunity cost, I couldn't justify it. So I figured out a formula and a way that I can make my job non-existent. By using mapping and a filtering system, and it's a way to pinpoint properties that can be developed. It's quite scalable, I believe. So anyone who's in there, it might be in the property area, but mainly hackers. I just need people which can build my system. I'll leave it there. Yeah, anyway, I'll call it Acquisition Mapper.
Acquisition Mapper.
My name is Jason, and I'm doing a master's degree in physics at UQ. My idea is to create a revolutionary social network, because all existing text and photo-based social network like Facebook just doesn't work. I'm going to create an artificial intelligence powered with a virtual reality user interface. And in terms of AI, we create personal chatbot to integrate all the information about you, and in terms of the chatbot to chat to you for strangers who is approaching you. And we also do AI matching, which intentionally to find the person who are truly relevant to you. And we also create not only the 3D avatars for everyone, but we also create 3D virtual scenes for the real world venues, hopefully in real time. And this kind of thing is supported by a friend's endorsement system, which takes the reviews of the friends for you to approach strangers as your profile. Cheers. The name is called, it's a symbol, it's at, the symbol which appears in your email, because at some place, at somebody.
Hi, I'm Mani. I do property development. I own and run my own business. I see that to construct a building, it takes $1,200 per square meter. It can be dramatically reduced to $600 by a user has a block of land. He goes, says what he wants. The computer does with machine learning, brings up a design, and brings up the design. They can see the design using augmented reality. Then when it goes to the build stage, The design could be used, like you could use 3D printing or container building, and that's it. So my project is named Sustainable Property.
Don't forget to mention what you want on your team as well. So any help that you need on your team. Awesome.
Christopher McKay.
Hello everyone, I'm Christopher McKay. The internet is broken, and it's not because of Kardashian's bottoms or the absence of news-bearing bees. The internet is broken because publishers and creatives who make great work can't get paid for it. The internet is also broken because consumers are faced with a torrent, a sewer of post-truth, fake news, clickbait, and one more crazy trick. The problem is there is an imbalance in the payment mechanism. Creators don't get paid for their content. Consumers don't pay with money, they pay with with their attention. The people who benefit, Facebook and advertisers. What we're going to do is solve this problem by collecting 10 cents. 1 million people at 10 cents is a good living for a writer, but we can't do that yet. We're going to develop an app, a platform that will trickle funds to the creatives, and my time's up, and the app's called Trickle. Nice.
Hello everyone, my name is Enrique Galloso. I'm from Venezuela, been in Australia for 8 years. Currently a student of business and IT. So my idea is Effecto. 2 problems. Direct problem, biggest spender of consumer products, influential people. The ones that bring the most amount of traffic. So their current method is putting into auction houses, which is time inefficient, cost inefficient, and lack of exposure. Indirect problems, we have the recycling of consumer products, we have contribution to research, and we have contribution to charities. What I wanted to create is a social marketplace where celebrities, that is influential people, have exclusive access to sell their second-hand belongings with the option of redirection to charities and research. And that's it, thank you very much. And I need hackers.
What's it called?
Hackers, Effecto.
Hey, my name is Sarah Smith, Sarah Jane Smith actually, and I've got a big problem because I'm a creative, and there is thousands, millions of me out there in the world, because now creatives are competing on a global internet-based marketplace. But where is that green tick? We used to seeing it for companies. If I browse to say Coles.com to buy my groceries, there's a big green padlock and I know I'm talking to Coles. But what if somebody wants to buy Sarah's next great game, but I'm now somewhere else? How do I take my identity with me when Facebook owns everything I've got on Facebook? LinkedIn is even worse. I had a look on LinkedIn for Timothy Hui. It turns out there's 8 pages of you, dude. Your name is fairly unique, right? Even Ellen over here, there's 4 of her. What happens when someone searches for Ellen's next great gig? Yeah, so itme.com. It is the certificate for your creative identity.
Just let me take a photo of you all. Alright. Who here uses their camera to take photos daily? 100 times a day? Who has kids? Whose kids bring home artwork? Where do you put it? I'm an artist. I worked with makers. I'm on Brisbane. I represent a lot of the creatives around here. And we have a real problem with storing our imagery and retrieving it when we need it. Collections, inventory, stock. We have images, but where do we put them? I've got some in my desktop, on terabytes, in Facebook, on my phone, where else? Instagram. I don't have a comprehensive place for all of it. I'd like to build a platform or an app that's cloud-based where I can retrieve and store things as I need it in collections with metadata, so I can quickly retrieve it. I'd like my kids to come home, show me the artwork, quickly take a snap, get them to audio it. Mum, I made this picture of a dog riding a cat, and then I can just suck it up into the cloud. Don't have to worry about it anymore. I can check out the original. So I need some coders, some designers. Art Life.
Hello, my name is Kevin. Now, problem. I've got opinions. Everyone has opinions, but unfortunately I can't get to talk to Malcolm Turnbull and share my opinions. That's because lobbyists cost a lot of money. Advertising costs a lot of money. Solution, crowd-funded lobbying, crowd-funded campaigns. We get a group of people together, donating however much they feel, small amounts add up, and together we get movements, revolutions. The product itself is called Standout, and I need hackers, I need lots and lots and lots of hustlers, and I also need, I suppose, people who are our connections, but we can get them on the internet. Thank you very much. Standout.
Hello, I'm Pietro, I'm from Italy, and I want to present my project that is human green energy. And I'm quite obsessed with green energy, and I dream of 100% renewable energy world. And I want to create a platform with all the gyms where you can create energy, create human energy in the treadmills, because I see people obsessed with fitness, and I want to create a sustainable form of energy where everyone can contribute. So I'm looking for hackers and business students who are able to sell our ideas to the gyms and to the world. Thank you. Human green energy.
Thank you very much. So my name is Victor, and I want to pitch something that we can actually achieve and finish throughout this entire weekend and can be very beneficial to all of us in the entire community. So it's called a social tracker. It's a wearable tech device that is used specifically for networking events. And what it does, it's got an RFID chip that identifies who you are and who other people in the room are. And if you're spending too much time talking to someone, then it buzzes, it flashes, and you need to move on. If you're on your own and you're in the corner and not actually engaging with anyone else, it flashes, it buzzes, and you need to move on. It also has a feature where opposites attract. So if I'm a hustler and there's another hustler, it tends to repel me from that person and forces me to go to a hacker or a hipster. So it's called Social Tracker. I hope you'll, as many hackers, hipsters, and hustlers come on board. Let's make this a reality and help ourselves and everyone in our other startup weekends.
Hi, my name is Maria, and I like to connect people. Entrepreneurs, or idea ninjas, as I like to call them, need experts to help them make their ideas reality. The problem is we don't often have the finances to put or get those expertise that we need. But what if we could connect? What if we could connect these ninjas to exchange their own skills and talents in replacement for the ones that they need? What if you, as entrepreneurs, could find a symbiotic connection with someone else and share your knowledge to make two startups successful instead of one? There's no cash exchange here, only a value for what the other person has to offer. To bring symbiotic connections to life, I need behavioral psychologists, marketing experts, web developers, symbiotic connections.
Hi, my name is Carrie. I'm from China, and I just want to ask who here has a student card? So many. So my problem is the physical card is just not handy enough. it should be digitalized. And I'm here to release my product idea, see if you have ever watched the Ice Age. So the idea is to digitalize student ID card. We are going to use NFC, so it's going to deminimize the change of system cost. And also we're going to add the function of paying your tuition fee or checking your timetables, or just a reminder, hey, you have a lecture this afternoon at 4 p.m., don't forget. So I'm trying, it's quite easy to find. I'm the Chinese girl with an American accent, so that's weird, I know. Thank you.
Hey, so how many of you like to, cook, create your own recipes? And how many of you know someone who has allergies? Combining these two things is really hard. You've got to try and figure out which recipes are safe or which ones you can adjust. This really isn't easy to do, and there isn't a platform to tell you which ones are safe easily or what substitutions will actually work. What I would suggest is a platform which allows people to search for recipes that are safe for them or have substitutions that they can do that will work with that recipe. It's called Courageous. Need packet. All three, pretty much.
Hey guys, my name is Mark. Hands up for people that's seen a terrible movie before. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Put the hands down if they're not blockbuster. Okay, so this is the problem. Blockbuster movies are terrible, and absolutely terrible. And the problem is that studios shove content down our throats. But a lot of good quality independent films, they don't actually get out there to market. I know there's Indigo, I know there is Kickstarter, but that doesn't really solve the film industry's problem. What the film industry needs is a platform that allows quality content not to come from studios and independent filmmakers, but from you guys. So when you guys have a fantastic idea, you get it out to this platform, which I'm going to call Awaken. And independent filmmakers, directors are able to go onto the platform and sponsor this film and make it work. I need hustlers, people that are YouTube, not users, but producers. That's called Awaken. Awaken.
Hi guys, how many of you guys are indoor or adventure seekers or look after your body and fitness enthusiasts? Well, how many of you actually look after your mind as well? I'm CEO and founder of Urban Extreme Adventures, Australia's first indoor snow sport and adventure centre, which we're opening in Brisbane soon. We recognise that there is a need that not many facilities out there integrate mindfulness training with fitness and adventure. There's currently no platforms out there available that are accessible to the public to look after the mind. And the problem that we'll be solving an opportunity is making mindful movement accessible to the general public through sports, and this will help sports enthusiasts as well as professionals and non-professionals. We use this to offset and manage stress and anxiety, which I'm sure all of you have had some stress and anxiety over the years. Our solution is creating a technology that can be used to monitor the mind when training. We are focused on monitoring the body, but not many people focus the mind. So we're looking for researchers, analysts.
What's it called?
Mindful movement. Go out. Sorry, just want to go your poster.
You come with me. You come with me too. Okay. These shoes are from the same brand, R. William. That pair is $300. That pair is how much? $200 something? Still expensive shoes. One is $300, around that. This pair is, guess how much? Exactly. So how I make these pair is I measure my measurement. You guys can go in. I took my measurement. I sent it back to my parents, actually all the shoe stores, and then they make them and they ship them in 2 weeks for me. And I figured out it's super easy to actually do it and ship your measurement to a tailor in Asia to do it for you. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to build a set of guidelines. We're going to upload our entire shoe collections to Facebook. We're going to run some ads. And the beauty of it is, we don't actually need a hacker. We just need somebody to do the Facebook ads. And if we make some pre-orders by the end of the week,
You made it.
Hey.
Buy my shoes.
Hi, my name is Keanu, and I'm a QUT property economics student. I'm here with my co-hustler, John, in the audience. So the problem that I've received is that every time I go out clubbing, I go into my rideshare app, and I'm still paying 2.5 times, and I end up paying the original price I could have paid just for a taxi. So I thought, why not create an app where the customer can actually set their own price? And then they set their price on the app to where they're going, and then drivers can say, oh, I can negotiate the price. So they can set another price and you can either accept or decline as a driver. So I thought that would be a great idea. For this app, I will need hackers to obviously develop the app, and also some designers for the app as well. The name of the app will be Negotiate, because you're going where you need to go and you're negotiating. Thanks.
Hi again, guys. So my name's Athan. I am a fourth year electrical and computer engineering and physics student at UQ. I've recently just finished up working over summer doing artificial intelligence research, so it's something I'm really keen on. I was in particular working on AI and music, and was going to be joining a startup that's actually with Techstars at the moment, and it's in the commercial music sector. Now, because of my background in music as well, I love a lot of independent music. I'll go to a couple of gigs on a weekend, all the time. What I would like to focus on is independent music. So I've got a lot of friends who make their own music, incredible artists, independent labels. So the idea is some form of social media, which will be tailored around collaboration, because communication, the best communication is collaboration. So it's going to be called Open Minds. If anyone thinks there might be good fit in there, please let me know.
Hi, my name is Yal Shawi. I just came from to Australia from 12 days, so maybe my English will not be good. Okay. Problem today, we have a lot of people, they start to have social media, and we can say a lot of all people have also social media. So the question is, what will happen for social media of those people when they will die? Solution is a website and company. The name of project is Rest in Peace, and so your social media will be in peace also. So what will happen after the person will die? They will decide what he needs to be on social media. For example, I need to post special video on Facebook. I need, if someone sends me an email, to reply with him with special thing. If someone informs the company he died, they will send him. Okay. Yeah, shall we?
Yes, that is called Rest in Peace, right? Rest in Peace. Awesome.
Hi everybody, just really quickly, if you're a creative and would like to get some money in your pocket this weekend, please pay attention. If you are a hustler and your idea is you would rather be out at the pubs hustling tonight, pay attention. So my name is Jeremy, and I love my meme t-shirts and all that creative stuff, but even on Redballoon, it's 7 to 10 days shipping. So that stupid thing that Donald Trump said yesterday, it's old news by the time I get a t-shirt. I want the next day to say I had the right ticket at the Oscars, or the right envelope rather. I want that at my house the next day so I can wear that around and get those kudos from people going, oh yeah, that's the hot thing. That's what we're talking about right now on social media. So that's what I'm working on. My name is Jeremy again, and the company is Satire and Attire, so 2 T's.
Nice.
All right, hi everyone, my name is Kaisa. So, we all lose stuff, right? I bet everybody here has lost something sometime, maybe something expensive, or maybe something of great sentimental value. Well, I have. I went to New Zealand in January and I lost all my jewelry, And I started emailing all the places where I possibly could have lost it, and that was a lot of places. So it got me thinking, what if I could make like a global lost and found platform to connect people who finds an item with the person who lost the item, and provide these people with the opportunity to return a stolen or lost item back to where it belongs. So I give you found it people, all hustlers, all hipsters, everybody. I hope you come along and help these poor people who lose stuff find it again. Thank you.
How many of you have used bad products like bad hairsprays or bad toothpaste that you bought because your favorite one isn't on sale? But then how do you give feedback to those manufacturers to say that their toothpaste is absolutely trash? Do we have a centralized product feedback system in this world? I don't think that we do. So what I'm proposing is a centralized product feedback system where each product is tagged with some sort of unique identifier, which the consumers can give feedback as per those identifiers. It'll make the companies manage their product a lot easier. It'll help them improve their product. I certainly hope I don't buy shitty hairsprays ever again. But so I mean just about everybody. And in case you're thinking you don't have anything to contribute, jump on anyways. I'm sure I can find good ways for you to sort of contribute. And if you're good at hustling, then please, by all means. Centralized product review.
Hi guys, I'm Beer, Beer with I. So my idea is that why we're here now, it's because of education we got, and we are lucky to get education. But unfortunately, in the world, like hundreds of millions of children are not getting education because the government doesn't have the money to build school. They can't pay to the teachers. But with the help of technology, and internet, what we could do is we could build an app that, like, based on the particular country's syllabus and curriculum, from year 1 to year 12, and like in different countries, you can build an app, and that could actually educate the children in those disadvantaged countries. So I really need developers and designers and other hustlers as well. And I want to call it we educating the world, but just reverse. So let's educate the world.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Mathilde. The end user that I'm focusing on is women who would like to have custom-made clothing. And this is the user who would get a benefit economically. The economic buyer who would actually pay for the product are emerging fashion designers. So this taps into sustainable fashion. Many of us don't know where our garments are made. Was child labor used, or even knowing about the waste, the impact of the waste that is produced as part of this industry. So what I want to do is to create a platform that connects the end user with the emerging fashion designer. For example, I was quoted $480 for an established business in the city to have a dress made. I paid less than $100 from an emerging fashion designer and had a much better experience, and this fashion designer will at the same time build up their business. That is more than 80% of the original price. Not only does it support local production, Dress Up.
Thank you very much for Dress Up.
Hi, I'm Liz, and I'm talking about adventures. The problem, not everyone is having as much fun in their lives as we are tonight. People are unhappy in their work, and even if they're at school or at uni, often especially if they're in school or at uni, and really especially if they're doing law. So my idea is fun, high-quality education and collaborative career life design meets dating site, meets Airbnb experience, meets Seek.com. Really high-quality education and collaborative conversations face-to-face in cool places doing cool things, moving minds, someone said that already, starting with law, but that's because that's where the need is most urgent. Send your contributions today. Students don't need to sign up for and pay for a whole degree program. All bespoke, just what you need, just in time. Adventures.
Hi, my name is Nikki. How many of you creatives and decision makers would like to work with a team that's as fast as a pit crew at a restaurant? Right, that's my problem. Team failure. Aaron said that on Wednesday night and I went, bingo, we're going to make money. So here I would like you to imagine a learning platform where you can upgrade your knowledge quickly, easily, be coached, facilitated, and have all the multimedia resources that are relevant to your question and the amount of time you have at your disposal. So I ask you to join me. I need a web developer, somebody who's interested in the virtual space. I'm holographic as my end game. And for this weekend, I really just want an app or a website. Up to you. Join me, have fun, be number one. My product name is Train Me.
Anyone else want to join the line to pitch? It's getting down to the last couple. So if you do want to pitch, last sort of shout, come on through, start moving around. Awesome.
Everyone, my name is David. Now we all know that we take photos with our phones and save them digitally nowadays. But truly, we know that everyone loves photos and things that we can feel and touch. Holding a physical photo is a nostalgic experience. You remember the exact moments, you relive the intimate moments vividly in your head. But the problem is, no one actually prints photos nowadays. So I propose a revolutionary new concept to share the joy of photography for everyone for free. Now, how does this work? You simply upload the select photos that you want to print, send in your details, and receive your beloved photos in the mail. Now, what's the catch? The photos are sponsored by companies which feature their exclusive promotions or ads in the reverse side of the photos based on your personal interests and proximity, so that you can enjoy promotions that are most relevant to you, and so that you can keep your memories closest to you. My name is Vividly. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Scott. Imagine if someone came up to you and said, "You're sensational. You're incredible." That's what my app, Vibey, does. Every day there's a positive affirmation, tapping into your uniqueness. There's geolocation, virtual reality, pointing out all the places you can go, the yoga, the finger painting, just a space to chill out. So it's all about the good vibes. So with the Vibey app, I'm just looking for some hipsters and hackers to bring the good vibes. Thanks.
Hi guys, I'm Aaron and this is Sun Lee. So the fitness industry has been growing significantly this couple of years and it's still going. And the problem is that men nowadays who goes to the gym or who bodybuilds pretty much will have a hard time finding clothes that truly accentuate their physique. So combining athletics and leisure, introducing athleisure.
Right, so we basically want to create an online Maya store for this niche type of clothing targeted towards men who gym. These everyday wear clothes are cut in a special way so they make guys who gym look a lot bigger than an ordinary clothes. It's great. So I've seen it for myself. So companies who make these clothes for men are growing very fast. We need developers, website developers.
And hustlers on steroids.
Athleisure for now.
Athleisure. Awesome.
Hey folks, so I'm Mike Black, and I tend to attend a lot of these kinds of things, and one of the big challenges I have, I've just come back from We had a wonderful time with Christine and Aaron in San Francisco. I met a whole ton of people. But the challenge is, I remember people in a very different way. If I've forgotten your name and you just told it to me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep doing that. But I do remember your face, and I remember what you do, and I remember what you're excited and passionate about. And for me, that's how I connect with people. I need something better than LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn, I only understand what you've done, not what you intend to do or who you want to be. So for me, I'd like to have a system that would aggregate the LinkedIn profiles, add tags based on the facial recognition of your facial property, so I can say, yes, that's right. It was that really lovely lady with the green eyes, and I saw her at this event, and we were talking about this and this, and I can actually find you again in my networks, because I don't want to forget you. So what I'm looking for is somebody who can help us consume an API from LinkedIn to get the people, geotagging, and tagged in.
Hi, my name's Alex, and I'm actually talking more about a problem. I don't really know what the solution is yet, but this is the big problem. For many years, I've worked as a producer with artists and festivals to bring live performances and audience experiences to life. But like those little butterflies that only live for a day, projects which have taken artists sometimes months and years have a tiny window of opportunity in order to draw value from a market. Other industries have found a way around this, like the live stadium recordings by bands, or the incredible mediatization of the sports industry. But live performance captured on video is really not that great. It doesn't translate well. Even 3-camera shoots don't do it justice. So can we use new technologies to create a method of capture and an accessible distribution model to increase the value and the lifespan of live performance? So anyone with 360 video or audio experience or video streaming, this is just one idea of a possible solution, but perhaps there are others. This is kind of the problem that I'd like to work with the team. It's called Relive.
So seriously, I want to say something illegal, so please pay attention and calm down. Okay, so in my hand is an IoT device. So I guess some of you in here maybe have a car, so you guys have a remote control to unlock your car, right? So what I come here today, I already made an IoT device that can unlock your phone remotely. It means that I have my PIN code to unlock it. So when my finger wet, so I cannot unlock my phone because the iPhone cannot recognize my fingerprint. So this device helped me to unlock my phone immediately. And just this device, you brute force attack in information security. Maybe some of you will know. And just imagine if you forgot your phone's your PIN code, or you want to correct someone's PIN code. So this device will help you. The question is how you can make this legal. And the name of this product called Kill Every Phone.
Awesome. Final shout. Anyone else want to pitch? Anyone's like sitting on a pitch, you'll never have a better opportunity to pitch than right now. Don't leave this room without pitching. If you've ever pitched an idea to a boss and your boss has said, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard, this is your chance for payback. Anyone else want to pitch? Does anyone want to pitch a second idea? I know you do. All right, quickly join on. So it looks like we've got 2 more pitches. Awesome. 3, come on through. Big round of applause.
Social stuff might not be good, but this time I'm a music composer and producer, especially piano. So my project this time is AI generated music. So the ultimate product is like this. So we want to create something sounds not exactly the same, but very familiar with your favorite artists, say like Taylor Swift or Coldplay. And we can even generate something of the mixture of these two. So we generate a song that you distinguish as a, wow, that's just Taylor Swift plus Coldplay. So our approach is to, first of all, not as the traditional approach of AI generated music stuff, we break it into parts and like the verse chorus form, and break into every music sentence in terms of melodic pattern and rhythmic pattern. And we figure out each of this and we combine them together, and that's my project.
Cheers.
I compose it.
Crystal K again, sorry. Question. Who here has ever interfaced with the legal industry? Hands up. Anyone dealt with law? All right. Who here loved it? Who here owns one? Okay, great. Who here has a contract? Who's got a contract of insurance at the moment? Pretty much everyone. Who has read it? All of it. Yeah, okay. Who here has engaged a lawyer and come away thinking that was surprising and delightful? I want to reimagine the way lawyers and law interfaces with people. I want somebody to help me build a series of widgets or apps to communicate clearly and beautifully the ugly legalese that we normally deal with. Thank you.
Final two.
Hello, Kevin again. Now, this is getting completely different from my crowdfunded lobbying idea. So, who wants to create art that stands the test of time? I'm not just saying art that lasts 100 years, 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years. When the pyramids are dead and gone, we will still have fossils. So, my idea is we get a group of researchers, geologists, and a lot of hustlers, because this is a pretty dumb idea. But we get these people, they find the right location, but they know in 20 million years' time, anything that you bury in this rock will become a fossil. Then you can have elephants, any animal that's currently about to come extinct, we can always fossilize them there. They will withstand the test of time. I'm calling it eternity rock. Thank you.
Authentication. So when you need to go get a loan, when you want to go open a bank account, when you need to go and, I don't know, drive in another country, when you want to travel, it's a problem that everyone is really, really struggling to tackle. So actually a holistic view of who is me digitally, who am I, and how I can authenticate myself pretty much everywhere I go without having to go and take all those documents and bits of paper and all that really annoying stuff that you never really see, go out a day until you actually need it. It's a problem. I don't really know how to fix it. I'm hoping there's some brains in this room that can do that. Cheers.
So I don't know if this is really a big problem or something, but I just thought of something I wanted to pitch. Basically, a lot of creatives make these cool art pieces and cool things and want to have different LEDs and sound effects and all sorts of things on them. But they're not electrical engineers, they don't know how to solder, so I'm thinking of making this platform that's really, really easy to use. For example, you can plug in a bunch of LEDs or a bunch of LED spotlights and program it just with an app on your phone. So for example, you've got this cool art piece, you want to have lots of different coloured lights fading or flashing or something. You can position them around, literally plug them in and then just control them with an app on your phone, or something like that. Something else is, which my mum's a photographer and she just messaged me like 30 seconds ago and said this, is data storage when they're on big shoots and things. So basically a little device you can stick a memory card in, or any sorts of memory cards, SSDs, CF cards, SD cards, and they basically just back everything up really quick and easily and reliably. Anyway. I don't have names for those things, but just come and see me.
Hi, Athen again. Just to give some more ideas in the AI music kind of space, I'm thinking about an algorithm to learn audio effects and modulation. So imagine playing guitar with a clean signal and having it sound like a $20,000 effect setup. Alternatively, imagine picking up a $200 or $20 violin from an op shop and having it sound like Stradivarius. Now, you may not think any of this is possible, but I've been looking at state of the art and we're not far off this kind of stuff, so those are some ideas. Also, autonomous sound guide. So it'll learn from your previous recorded gigs and studio recordings, and then transpose to optimize the mix in a live environment, so I can set up at any particular place. I'd play the same song that I played in recording studio, and it'd do its best to optimize the sound profile to give you something similar. So
yeah, there's some more ideas. Open minds. Yeah.
Cool. Hands up if you guys have already pitched. Once? Already pitched once? You haven't pitched yet? Cool. Are you all pitching creative tech? Like actually, as in not just it's creative, but it's creative industries? Sweet. I'm going to call it at these last three now, and then we'll go outside and start doing voting. Cool?
I've got a problem. The problem is I want to become a vegetarian, but it's very hard to actually find vegetarian restaurants. There is a website called Happy Cow, but it's not very happy because not a lot of people know that exists in Australia. The issue with that is the way the ecosystem works. A lot of these referral sites like Dini or TripAdvisor, their focus and their design focuses on the restaurant, searching for restaurants, then finding the food. But the way to solve for this problem is a menu search option. So for example, if I want avocado salad, or I want, what's another vegetarian dish? So let's say there's another vegetarian dish. Yeah, lentils, for example. You're able to put the menu in, find 5 restaurants, and you can get pre-order delivered. So I'm finding hustlers, hackers, and people that are interested in becoming vegetarian but struggled. So I'll call this product vegan for now.
I'm David, and I'm pitching for an events aggregator site. So have any of you found yourself having a wallet as thick as a brick after orientation, joining heaps of clubs, and end up not using any privileges or discounts from the uni clubs? Or have you found yourself missing out on the business model you've waiting the whole year to go just because you weren't informed about it? So I propose an app that aggregates all things that's TUT happening in real time so that you don't have to miss out the events that you didn't know that it existed, like the Startup Weekend. So the biggest pains out there is that event sites such as Eventbrite or Facebook events are pretty much flooded and pretty much crap as well. My idea is called Campus Vibe, and I pretty much need a designer, a hacker, and anyone who's interested. Thank you.
Awesome. Last one. You're going to sit on your asses. Let's do a standing ovation. So everyone stand up. Big round of applause. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Come on, stand up. Come on, stand up. You have to stand up, or we're just going to keep clapping. Keep clapping until the laser people in the back stand up. Awesome.
Hi, I'm Alex. Okay, so my idea. If you watched a movie in a quiet moment or with the sound turned off, it's really unengaging and really not that interesting. The music adds so much to your emotional impact from that. People, as they live their daily lives outside of movies, live more and more within the cocoon of their headphones. You see people walking down the street, they're just constantly listening to music. With fitness wearables, smartwatches, and smartphones, we can now tell what you're doing when you're doing it. From waking up to having a bad mood at the office to even the euphoria just as you're having sex. We can give you the perfect soundtrack to the emotional state that you're in right now. You can have a score accompany your day for the exact emotional state that you need right now. Make your life that much more exciting with your own personal score. I call it underscore.
Your personal music score for when you score. I like it. Cool, so very quickly, just a couple of shout outs, and then we're going to go straight into the voting because I appreciate time is running out. So, number one, awesome, 49 pitches by my count, unless I missed one, 13 female pitches, but more importantly, there were a lot of international people who pitched just then. Like, hands up if you're recently moved to Australia. 8 years ago, we'll count that as well, that's recent. No, but actually, it's not normal for an event, particularly in Queensland, to actually have that, I guess, presence of international flavour, so really well done. Quite an interesting event. One key point I want to make, so by my sort of tally, I think about 60% of those ideas were actually creative industries. So understand that when we say creative tech, we don't just mean a creative idea in tech. We're talking creative industries. So when you're voting, have a think about that. Have a think about what we can actually achieve with the mentor pool that we have coming in as well. Cool. When you're going out and actually looking at the ideas, so some of you will have particular ideas you want to work on. Some of you will have particular teams or founders that you want to work with. Really think broadly about the problem set. Think broadly because they are going to pivot and deviate away. What's going to happen now? So it's stuck on the door over here. Post-it notes. So there's a stack of 3. Grab one of those stacks on your way out. You're going to go out and talk to the founders who pitched a particular idea. You can put your post-it notes up on the posters for the ideas that you like. That's how you vote. You can vote for your own idea. You can vote all 3 on one. The only thing you can't do is tear them into smaller pieces so that you vote more. Cool? Are there any questions about the voting process? Now, to save time, after voting, rather than come back in here, I'll quickly tally up some votes if you could vote fast, but start forming teams. So start actually, those of you that pitch, you're going to have to hustle to get a team together, but start forming teams. I'm going to shout out the top like X pitchers, then we'll just basically bed down. We're going to be working out in the space out there tonight. So there's tables and chairs out there. It's just going to be a rough breakout space. We'll work out there tonight. Tomorrow morning, we're actually working out of the room down the other end. It'll be open from 9 a.m. in the morning when we're also putting breakfast on. So tomorrow, we'll have a dedicated workspace down there. Tonight, you have to take your stuff out of here when we move to voting now out here. A couple of other things before you go home. Forget the find a work area. But introduce yourselves to everyone else on the team, exchange contact information, come up with a plan, and I recommend thinking of all the assumptions that are in your head around your idea. Write down all the assumptions and how you're going to go out and test them. Pro tip, some teams actually get surveys out live tonight, and by the time they walk in on the Saturday morning, they have up to 500 responses. So what can you do overnight? What system can you put out on Facebook or elsewhere? Email, survey, MailChimp, Google Consumer Surveys, that link down the bottom will give you free credit. What can you do tonight to actually have some data to be running with tomorrow morning? So tonight, vote. We're going to form teams out there. Then we're going to break away. Once you've got a team, you break away. Start planning, introduce yourselves, exchange numbers, put something live out as a test. That's the challenge for tonight. Come back in the morning. Everyone clear? Any questions about what we're about to do? Awesome? We feeling good? Are we feeling good? Yeah. Awesome. Let's go vote. Grab your post-it notes on the way out on the door.